Hello everyone, welcome to all of you in Gulshanam classes. Today our topic is the life process. It is a very important topic for all of us because we all know that what is the life process. The process by that a living organism can't be survived. This is very initial process for every kind of living organism. Uh, in just we can say just respiration. Is there anyone who can live without respiration? Okay, I can say that, yeah, we can say that for 1 minute to 5 minutes, everyone can live. But just like 5 minutes, very, very much. But just we are saying that 1 to 5 minutes, is there any kind of living organism? After 5 minutes, they can survive without respiration, without breathing. Is it possible? Actually, not. And suppose I am saying that. You don't have to take nutrition, okay, just like don't take food and don't take water also. How many times you can survive? Without water you maybe survive 2 or 3 days. Without food you maybe survive 1 month. But what about after that? You can't be processed, you can't be continuously live be live or continuously your life process becoming normal. Actually not, because every living organism just need the food, the nutrition in their whole life. Okay, after that, what about the oxygen we are going to take in that process of respiration? Suppose I am going to take the oxygen by the process of respiration. What about after that? Because we know my hand also, my legs also, and my brain also need the oxygen to performing very well. That's why what happens, my nose is processing the work of breathing, but after that the process that oxygen is transforming in the whole part of the body. This is we call transportation, because the oxygen is transforming from one organs to another one. After that what happens, when your nose is taking respiration and breathing, after that oxygen is supplying in the whole part of your body, in the whole organs of your body. That is we call transportation. Okay, after that excretion. By that, suppose you take the food, okay, your tummy is now full, your stomach is just full. What about after that? Your food is permanently stored in your stomach? Actually not, because your food can't be stored permanently in your stomach, because your size is too small. If you continuously filled up by that of food, then what happens, your stomach gonna be blast. Okay, your stomach gonna be blast. After that what happens, your body is damaged and you are not anymore actually. But what happens, the process of the discharge the fluid, yeah, or we can say release the fluid from outside of the body, that is we call excretion. Because which food you are going to intake, it must be necessary to extract the food from outside of body, otherwise unless you are going to be die. Today our topic of this lecture is that firstly we will discuss about that life process. That what is the life process? In the first portion we will discuss about that nutrition. That nutrition, how the nutrition is important for us. I give you the example of the water and the food also. That by water we can't be live 2 or 3 days after. And what about food? Food, we can't be live without food from after 1 month, because the nutrition is very initial, very important for us. Because by that what happens, we are taking the energy, and energy is very initial, very important for every kind of living organism to survive in this current life. After that, the autotropics and the heterotropics. Who is the autotropics? Auto. By the mean of auto, we can be identified this is the same. Okay. So after that, what we can say, the autotropic is just like the living organism who is going to make their food by their own. Suppose we are humans. How we cook food? Definitely, you will say, "Ma'am, I can cook. I can also cook food by myself." But what about when you talk about the vegetables or wheat also? Okay, what happens? It is we are consuming by the other one. But autotropic, in that we will include only the tree and the plants, because the only living organism are present on the earth that are autotropics, that are trees and the plants. And heterotropic is that who is always depend for their food on the another organism. After that, we will discuss about the nutrition in amoeba. Everyone knows that amoeba is a single cell animal. What? A unicellular, a single cell animal, that is amoeba. So how can we say that has a only single cell? There is no multiple cells are present in the amoeba to perform the different work of their body. That's why how can amoeba take the nutrition in their body? What is the process by that amoeba is taking the nutrition in their body? After that, nutrition in human beings. We all are humans. I am also human. You are guys are also humans. After that, what is the process of nutrition in human body? Suppose I am saying that I am taking the food by my mouth. But what happens after that? So supposedly food is giving us energy. Everyone knows about it. That food is giving us the energy. But how is the process? What is the process by that food is giving us the energy? And how the energy is utilized by our organs? Okay, that we discuss about in this topic. After that, second one is your respiration. What I told you, you can't suppose it's from 2 to 3 minutes. If you don't take breathe, what happen after that? You are gonna be die. You won't be die after that. So that's why we can say respiration. Respiration is very initial part for every kind of living organism. So supposedly, I'm saying that just don't take breath. You are not going to the breathe last 5 minutes. What happens? I can't see you anymore because you are going to die actually. That's why oxygen, the inhalation of the oxygen, that is we call and the breathing. After that, exhalation of the carbon dioxide, that is a part of your breathing. After that, what happens? The breakdown of the glucose. The supposedly we are taking the many kind of juice, fal fruits, and many kind of things. What happens? We are taking the glucose because it happens as like suppose someone is going to a doing a surgery in their body. After that, what happens? Doctor said them that don't drink water until 24 hours because don't take water until 24 hours. What happens after that? Patient is very hyper and hygienic because they don't get water. They can't survive without water. After that, what happens? Doctor give them a glucose by their inject in their body by the drip and the by the oxygen injection and the drip. Okay. After that, what happens? The glucose are transforming into the body by the drip and by the injection. Then what happens? Glucose is giving them the energy to survive and be patientful. After that, human respiratory system, we will discuss about that. What is a human respiration system? In that, we will discuss that how, like as a human, I'm also human. You guys are also human. You are going to the take the oxygen in your body. After that, what I told you, if your hand also need the oxygen, your legs also need the oxygen. But nose is not present in your legs, in your hands. After that, what is the process? By that, your oxygen is transferring in the every organelles in your body because it is transforming now from one part to the another part. That's why we can see the human respiratory system, a very well developed respiratory system from among the all living organisms, that is human respiratory system. After that, we will discuss about the transportation in human beings. What I told you, suppose you take the oxygen and the food. You take the oxygen by your nose and the food by your mouth. After that, how can you, every organism of your body, every part of your body, how will they get that kind of food? Supposedly, I'm talking about oxygen. What happened? I'm taking the oxygen by my nose. After that, what happens? That my hand, my legs, my brain, and every kind of parts are going to take that oxygen. So here is we will discuss about the transportation in human beings. How can oxygen survive transfer from one organism, just like from one part to the another part? Firstly, we will discuss about the heart because everyone knows how heart is the very main organs in every human body, in every living organism body. After that, tubes and biplatelets and limbs also. It is also playing the major role to transferring oxygen in every part. And in plants, everyone knows that plant is also a living organism. So we have to be discuss about it, how to plants are going to take oxygen in their body. By the which part oxygen are going to take the oxygen in their body, and how the plants, because we know plant size is very big, then how can we can say that by the root or by the leaves are a tree and plants are going to take oxygen and transforming them from the another and every part of their body. The last portion is that excretion. In this, we will discuss about it. Suppose I take the food from the outside. We will digest it and they take energy by their food. After that, what happens? Definitely, we can't store the food in our body. After that, what happens? We have to excrete. We have to release that from the outside of body. Because supposedly, this is the box. I put some kind of coins in this. After that, some another coins in this, some another. Once a time, the boxes is going to be full, and after that, what happens? The coin are going to the fellow down on the earth outside of that box. So, in the excretion, also process the same. If you continuously fill up with the food, after that, what happens? The food are going to the fell down on the outside of that, and what happens, your organs and your body will be gonna be die and the damage also. That's why it is necessary to produce the outside of that unwanted food and the we can see absorb food from release the outside of body, that is we call excretion. In human plants, definitely in humans, supposedly everyone goes for the washroom for the excrete their unwanted at the digestion portion, absorb portion to release their body. This is very important and initial part for us, just like in the excretion in plants also, because plants are also the self-producing by food, because plants are autotrophic. They are going to make their food by themselves. That's why they also have the excretion part in their body. So they must have to release that from outside of the body. So we will discuss all the topics in this lecture, that what is the life process of every human's body, in every living organism's body. This is very important part for your exam pattern, because 5 to 7 questions are put up in this chapter. I hope you guys are understood from this chapter, from this topic. Learn to after that become my every kind of video. Definitely you're gonna understood it very well. Okay. Thank you.